Perhaps you need to listen to this. Over 83% of Kenyan couples have indicated that being in a relationship has had positive impact on their financial position. According to a survey done by Pensions Administration and Wealth Financial Services dubbed the saving and investment behavior among Kenyans, the research, which was done in partnership with Strathmore University and the Institute of Human Resource Management (IHRM), further revealed that 96% of them would be interested in taking joint financial advisory and planning sessions with their spouses. Let's now listen in.
When you look at the demographics, we know that the median age for Kenya is less than 20. What does that tell us? Yeah, it tells us the current consumer of our product, and the emerging consumer of our product is the young generation, and we can't ignore them. And what we are doing is also use the same young generation to develop solutions for the young generation.
If you are considering not marrying, I hope you have another reason too. Let's talk matters innovation and technology. This week on The Innovator, we focus on how technology is being leveraged to advance supply chain in the agricultural sector. I caught up with these young campus innovators and told their story. Here we go. Agriculture stands as Kenya's leading foreign exchange earner. According to the 2022 economic survey, over 20% of the country's GDP relies directly and indirectly on agriculture. But despite Kenya being largely an agri-driven economy, the country still has to deal with certain challenges like storage facilities and a proper supply chain mechanism. This intriguing a campus trio to come up with Stofresh, an innovation that seeks to link farmers with reliable storage and supply chain systems.
What we basically do is connect farmers to shared cold storage facilities and give them access to markets. We realize majority of the smallholder farmers fall prey to brokers because they don't have facilities to be able to store their produce. So you get Mama Kinyi with her a quarter acre of land planting tomatoes, has already harvested her tomatoes, and maybe she has like 10 days to sell it. So she has either two options: sell it to brokers at a throwaway price, or it goes bad, or she has to eat all the tomatoes with her family, which sometimes it is impossible. So most of the time, smallholder farmers fall prey to brokers and they sell the produce at throwaway price, and that's why we come in as Stofresh. So we provide Mama Kinyi a space to be able to store her crate of tomatoes. Since she can't buy a whole facility of cold storage, which sometimes goes for like 300,000, we are storing this cold storage facilities in markets, and Mama Kinyi can come with a crate of tomatoes and we store it for her for 50 bob per day. So it's per crate per day, 50 shillings per crate per day.
The application now empowering more farmers to become tech savvy. The founders say its functionality has been simplified to accommodate even the semi-skilled farmer who has minimal tech knowledge.
We needed Stofresh to be a simple application to the farmer. So from the farmer's end, Stofresh is a USSD code that he or she dials and can be able to book, reserve, and store their produce with us. From our end, we have a whole back end where we are able to predict demand from the farmers based on the records we already have. And for the first time, we are enabling smallholder farmers to create profiles that can enable them to access credit facilities. So from the farmer's end, it's a pretty simple technology. From our back end, our developers are having sleepless nights trying to develop a perfect system.
The firm believes that having a strategic edge is hinged on innovation to stay competitive in a market where competition is cutthroat.
And once you have farmers storing their produce with us on our cold storage facilities, we can be able to link them up to direct markets, as you can access restaurants and tell them, hey, you know what, we have 50 crates of tomatoes and our farmers have stored them with us, so do you want them? So Mama Kinyi can tell directly to the restaurants through our platform. We've eliminated the middleman, have given access, power Mama Kinyi so that she can be able to look for market and she's not falling prey to brokers just because of her produce going bad.
The push towards building their business model to be more collaborative has paid off for the founders.
Currently, we have a 16,000 crate facility, and that's very massive. In terms of pallets, that's 4,000 pallets. That's the biggest facility we have, but we also have modular facilities in terms of crates, in terms of container units, and we have about 3 of those in waiting.
Managing farmers and the whole supply chain has not been an easy journey. Jacinta Mwangi, the Chief Tech Officer at Stofresh, told KTN News that earning the trust of the farmer to sell on their behalf is the hardest point of providing their solution.
One of the biggest challenge we're facing is onboarding these farmers. You find these farmers already deep-rooted in selling to middlemen. They are not accepting this new thing that we're bringing to them. So onboarding these farmers and having them trust us and know that their produce is safe with us is just a big challenge. Another thing is talking with county government officials, trying to onboard them, because farmers do trust when you're going to chiefs, when you're going to people who are in government, farmers tend to trust them more than a random person bringing them a solution. So trying to onboard these county government officers and telling them that we are bringing a solution that's going to target the smallholder farmer, that is a bit of a challenge for us right now.
Be it as it may, they are innovating around the challenges to get more funding and create a sustainable startup.
We're looking for grantors, people who are going to give us the funds to continue upscaling the idea and also building our MVP. But we have had a little support from the university. They've written us a letter, and this is basically, speeding up the process of going to county government offices and telling them, we are supported by the university. We want to conduct some research around this area and stuff like that. But securing these funding opportunities and getting these people to assist us give the solution to farmers will be the best.
And to the young lady opting to get into innovation, Jacinta has this to say.
If you have an idea, begin. The time is now. Talk to the right people, ideate, come up with a team of like-minded individuals, speak about your idea, sell your idea well, people will come, people will fund you.